Hi, Laura Barman with the IDESG Secretariat, and this is a video to teach people how to use the IDEcosystem.org website functionality. I'm going to cover basic functionality for all users, and this includes people that have created a website login and aren't even members, all the way to people and have some advanced features. I'm also going to cover what group admins, special functionality they have, and group admins I'm going to cover first. Who are group admins and how does someone get that group admin role? So on I'm going to cover a couple different topics. I'm going to cover how our document system works, how the discussion forum works. I'm also going to talk about how group admins can edit their group pages. I'm going to cover how you can edit wiki pages. Started by showing everyone how to create a login. And many of you have already created a login, so this will be a little bit of a review, so I'm going to cover it really quickly. When you're on IDEcosystem.org, if you've never created an account ever, and you've all just kind of browsed around the website, but you've never using this federated login box, what you do, and I'll show you a test account, is log using one of these logos, either Google, Yahoo, or IDESG. Have a Google account or a Yahoo account. It's the easiest to use these. You can also create a new account using the IDESG button. Google account that I want to use or log into the website with, so I'm just going to click Google. Then I need to enter my information. This is just the account I set up. This page is the account setup, and it says it's important that the username below will appear by content that I create on the site, so edit below if I wish. Right now, saying that I'm Laura, just Laura. I'd rather be IDE Ecosystem 3. Anything I want. It has to be my first name and last name. Saying that I can edit the email address in the box below to match the email address used on my IDESG membership agreement. And this is to help the secretary keep track of who has certain rights on the website. So Ecosystem3@gmail has never signed a membership agreement, so I'm not going to have the rights of a member. I'm not going to have the rights of a member on the website. I know that I work for Microsoft, and my official email address is laurabarman@microsoft.com. I know that that's how I signed my membership agreement. Then I would enter that so that if a voting came up or something came up that I needed to participate as a member, and only members had that right, I just need to make sure that I use that email address that was on my membership agreement. But as a hypothetical example, we're going to keep my email. This is just an account, but repeat. Please set this email address to match the address that was on your membership agreement or application form. To confirming my account, it says you're about to create a new account with a username IDEcosystem3 and an email of IDEcosystem3@gmail.com. So I want to confirm, and if I don't go back, but I'm just going to submit my information. Now it says, please check your email for an activation link. And I will log in until I click this activation link. So I go to email. And I see a link. I just click this. And now, and every time I ever, I'll just click that Google logo and I'll log in with the same Google credentials that I used the first time I set up my account. So how to set up an account. It's really easy. I'll just click Google and log in with the same Google credentials that I used the time I set up my account. And let's say I'm already logged into my Gmail, my Google account, then all I'll have to do is click Google and automatically log in. However, logging into the website, like I said, just because you're into the website doesn't mean you have the same rights as everyone else. You're into the website and you're just an average person, just anywhere in the world, and you're interested in the IDE ecosystem, going and you create a federated login, that doesn't mean that you're a member and that you sign an ID ecosystem membership agreement. So that have a login can do certain things. If you only log in and you're not a member of the ID ecosystem, you things like participate in the discussion forum, write a topic, post on the documents page, you can download documents, and even if you haven't logged in at all, you can download documents. If we open this page, you can, if you're a regular person and you're not a member, but you have logged in and you've created a federated login, you logged into the ID ecosystem wiki. However, you won't be able to edit the main page. You'll only be able to edit the discussion page. And what this, in my example, my test account, I'm ID ecosystem 3 at Gmail, that's not a member. So this would be for a person that's not a member, but they have created a federated login. They'll be able to do certain things, like if I visit the wiki and this test account, it shows ID ecosystem 3. I'm not going to be able to edit main page. I wouldn't want to give just anyone right to edit this main page. How I can edit the discussion pages of the website. I can edit it. There's no option for me to edit the wiki, but I can edit the discussion page. There's a link here. Also to the IDESG.org website, and I'm logged in. I know I'm logged in because I have this account here instead of the Fed login. Name and information, fill username. I can things, and again, I'm logged in, but I'm not a member. I can run a discussion forum. I can't because I'm not a group admin, and actually anyone can documents unless anyone download documents. A regular person, again, can't edit the discussion because I'm logged in. I do to the new topic. So this is logged in, but it's not a admin and it's not a member. So now again, as someone is IDESG.org, an IDESG member and a group admin. And a group admin is a person who is not only a member of the ID ecosystem, but it's the IDESG, I keep saying ID ecosystem, the IDESG. So this person, a group admin, is not only a member and assigned a member, but they are also in some sort of leadership position, a committee or an ad hoc group or some subgroup of the plenary. So they already have a federated login, so they've already done the steps that I showed you. They put the Google Who or the IDESG flow, and they've logged in and are also a member. They've signed the IDESG.org membership agreement, which just that whole process of joining starts by clicking this page. They have this leadership position in the committee, and therefore the secretary has gotten behind the scenes, has their account, and has attached the group admin role to that account. So now log in with a test account that I know has that group admin role so that I can show you guys rights and privileges a group admin has called Laura Barman 2. And I've set it up so that she is for two groups. One is Financial Services Committee and one is the entire steering group. If you are a group admin, the ID ecosystem, IDESG member, so sign the membership agreement, or the staff, they have also have some sort of leadership position in a committee. When that happens, the chair is going to automatically assign them a group admin role. So this is a chair, if you're a vice chair, if you're a secretary of the committee, and also if you are a leader of any of those groups, right, and you also get the right to give to someone else in your group. Let's say that I'm the chair of the privacy. I have my chair and I have my secretary, but I also have three other people in my group that would really like to help with the administrative duties of the group, in charge of a subgroup, working on a certain project. I want to be able to have some of the features that I'm talking about. So he would just email the secretariat and say, you know, I want Bob Smith to have the group admin role. I trust him. The ecosystem PhD member. I want Sally Jones also to have this role because she's going to help me with this project, and she's really involved in the privacy committee, and we trust her, and she can do these functions that I can do as well. So all is an email or something to let the secretary know that you want those others also to have the group admin role. Again, I'm logged in as a group admin. I'm going to show you what I can do that a regular logged in person or even logged in member can't do. If I go to, before I start that, everything I'm going to cover on this little video is written down under resources, resource how-to guide. And I know that all the resources that we have, so we have edition form documents, things that we're going to cover in this little video is written in this format if you like this better. So if you would rather go to a website and look at directions, you can do that. Again, it's under resources, resource how-to guide. And if you want to give us any feedback, any of our functionality, you can go to general discussion, suggestion, all in regards to our resources and the things that I cover on this video. And if you have a suggestion about how things work, you can email the secretariat if you know our email address, or you can comment in this discussion. Resources, and I'm going to click documents. This is where we store all the IDESG documents, and there's for every group in the sidebar, and there's for ad hoc groups. So you'll see the healthcare committee, the functional model ad hoc group, intercommittee, the management council, this committee, taxonomy group. They have their own header folder, and these are only made for for a group. Under this group, they have subfolders. So, for example, financially, folders called meeting notes, use cases, and kind of view, and they are found at the bottom. You do have to scroll to the bottom to find the folders. If you have these buttons that other people don't have, I have a new file option and a new folder option. And this is what I use to upload new files to the documents page on the IDESystem.org website. So I want to add a document, financial services. I just click this. I find it, download it. I'm not sure services to me because I haven't messed anything, but I just want to show you guys how it works. So add some documents. For example, if I were to add a document to the financial services meeting notes, I'd find a document, open it, and I upload documents. So I'm going to get into a folder that I'll later on. So I'm going to do this old online summary folder. And I'm going to find meeting notes. Upload. I'll show you after this that people can sign up to get email notifications when you upload new documents to a certain folder. So let's say someone, I don't think many people have, but let's say someone subscribed to get updates to this particular folder. They automatically get an email notification that I had uploaded meeting notes to this. It has this email notification box checked. If we don't want people to be notified, like right now, since I'm just doing a test, I can check that, and no one's going to be notified that I'm uploading this document. So there's the file. We had a meeting today. A week later, we have another meeting, and I have a new meeting notes document. This is in the scenario that we're keeping all of our meeting notes for all meetings on one document. I would click new version, and I do version, which is right here, meetings version 2, and I don't know notifications, maybe in my click version 2. and I upload. One thing to note is it's going to always retain the original title of it unless you on purpose. So like the file, I have some options here. Here we go. I can upload any version. Let's say I want to upload version 3. There we go. I upload version 3. Version 3. I don't have notifications and I upload it. That's how I version. And then, and this also goes for anyone viewing it, I download any version. So if I have the most recent one, I click download up here and download this version, which is actually the same as the most recent version. I download file. If I want to download version 2, I download the file here. If I download 1, I do here. This file. And I do want to show you. Let's say I'm downloading version 2. Just want to verify. There it is. The right. I download the latest version. I know that the latest version I uploaded was version 3. So that's a way to keep track of your documents. Most in the IDESG have chosen to organize their documents differently. They just specifically notate on the title of the document what it is. And association. We have all versions of the rules of association, and we take, in this situation, the author notated that by the title. And so when putting the rules of association as one document and putting tons of revisions, they just up all the different revisions as separate files and label them differently. So that's almost a way to do it. You can here, you can edit the document title. And a description, and I click it so I can edit it. Subscribe to it, and subscribe to it too, not me. I can do there. And I click it, so I'm going to click it. I'm going to delete the whole file. Delete the file and its associated versions. I can do that, or I just delete one version. And this version too, and I delete the whole file. So here we go. So I'll figure that out later. But time, it might be because it's locked actually. I'll figure it later. By the time that works, I think it has to do with the fact that I have some versions, but I've done that many times. If you do have a problem doing the things that I'm describing in this video, just email Secretariat and we'll help you out. So I'm uploading files, uploading versions of files. Again, most people just do this by editing the title of your document and adding a new file right here. You can add new folders. You only have the ability to add new folders under already have the right to edit. So, as group admin of the Financial Services Committee, I can add folders to the Financial Services Committee. I can't add folders to the Healthcare Committee or Standards Committee. It's kept within the committee. So if I'm a group admin of a certain committee, I can only upload documents to that certain committee. A new folder. Each folder has permission structures. So, for example, each folder has permission to say the Financial Services folder. Only Financial Services committee leaders or group admins have the ability to edit this folder. If you want to allow the same permission structure as the parent folder to exist for your new subfolder, you just check this inherit permission. So I would recommend to check that when you're creating a subfolder. So I'm not uploading my document. Now, and then I my group. And if I this, it's going to be a page that I can edit. Under my group page is under this group tab. These committees will be under active committees. So another way I could get to my page would just be under active committees. So I was in charge of the healthcare committee instead of the financial committee. I would just click, I'd find it, or I could find it under my I'm not a group admin. This health account is not admin, so I don't see an edit button up here. But I'm a group admin of the financial services. So that's why I see this edit and revisions and view option. So it is ways to access your pages. You can either find in the main menu like this, or on page and see which groups you're leader of, and click it there. Edit the financial services committee page, but I'm going to edit my other committee page, which has to count, called the entire steering group. So information on this page, so I'd edit tab to add information to it. To paste. If you're editing a Word document, or you edited a Word document, well, you can, instead of just copying it in like that, you can click Paste from Word. Makes the format a little bit better. So in this case, it did. I recommend using that Paste from Word. You can also paste this plain text, but then you'll lose your hyperlinks and things like that. Editing capabilities. This is just like editing an email. You have bold, italics, underline, all these things that you see right here. I could add, for example, I just hide over that. Can we show how to do a basic WYSIWYG editor, but I can also add links. So it had an automatic hyperlink. Well, to highlight this entire sentence and hyperlink it to Google. So these lots of advanced options. Basically, all you do is type in the URL right there. Add pictures. So you just search to wherever you want your picture to be. Then you scroll file. Click, and then insert it. Now it's too big, so I can edit my image properties. The width to be 200 pixels instead of how big it was. And I want alignment to be on the right. And it's easy as that. I can hyperlink my image by just doing it the way I did it with my text, highlight it, and link it somewhere. You may want to link to documents. So let's say that I uploaded a document to the documents page. Just view documents page. Can I go? This Find Meeting Notes version. I would right-click this green arrow, copy link address, and back to my page, and I can be like, download document. Here. Copy the wrong thing here. And we click that to download your document. But we like to keep all of our documents uploaded to a file decode document repository that I was showing you. Here, sidebar options. So I can do what in the past we put chairs, secretary, put that in here. Important thing to note about this is the sign to show up on your commit page and on all of your subpages. I'm about to show you how to create subpages, but this our information is going to show up lots of places and on all of your pages. So just make sure it's information that you want people to see over and over again. Have pre-populated most pages with information already, and then information that I have. I'll show you a couple. Is leadership, link to join the listserv, a link to the listserv archives. And your charter there, your charter. So I have a couple options. I can add a new revision, and every time anyone opens a page to edit it, a new revision is created. So I wanted to notate what I had changed. So photo of was added text information. A little bit easier if you were ever going to revert to a different version. But leaving a revision not necessary. I can control if I have comments open or closed or hidden. Open them. So my test committee right here, now it's text, it has a picture. If I click this to the link that I had, I made it go to Google, my documents, so now I've downloaded my meeting notes. Comments. So now I have this little comment block down here that anyone can add a comment. You have to just be logged in. You don't have to be able to do comments. Before I had another test comment, so it's just showing that. Edit your main page. You just click the Edit tab, Edit as I showed you, and with the sidebar, your sidebar information goes right here. So I copy and pasted this information just by that showing up. Right. Now, subpage of the same group, this is my group, I go on the sidebar and I see this content create links. And under content create links, I can either create a group event or group page. I'm going to create a group page for my ad hoc group. So I just to copy and paste group page. Paste it from Word so it has better formatting. I want to make this not bold anymore. Same things that I did before. I can link to documents. If I just go to my documents page and right-click that green arrow to get the URL, I can images. So add an image right here. I'm going to not message right now, but I'm going to save it. And you might notice that there's no comment option showing. For some reason, you have to save it first and back and add comment settings. Ad hoc group page. And it's telling me that I just created that page. How I saved it, it jumps me back to the entire steering group page, my main page, so back to my ad hoc group page. So what I do that is I scroll down to the side and group page links, I can find a link to all of my group content. So this is all sub-pages that I've made and all of the events that my group has had. I scroll down to the bottom of any page and I found all group content under group page links. I found content and I picked my page. And see in my top, in my bar, what URL was automatically assigned to my my group page. I'm going to copy the link. I had to add my comments because I did want comments on this and it wasn't showing me the option the first time. So I'm going to edit and scroll down. I'm going to add. this URL copied, and I'm going to click the header, which will take me back to the main page. And I'm going to put group at the top, and I'm going to make it really big. People see it. And just save it. And now I'm going to take, and anyway, it's going to take me back to my main page. And if I'm on the main page or on the ad hoc group subpage, I all see the same sidebar because I created that sidebar when I was creating the main page, but that sidebar shows up on any page. And another thing that shows up on any page is group events. So events on this will show all the dates associated with with your group. So if I go to, just an example, group page, if I share dates, the link, that's they're going to have a meeting on the 25th, and I can that and see information about their meeting. So that's the time that I'm on the Trust Framework page. I can see the next is happening. Only group. It's a little confusing than looking at the main events page, which has events for everyone. Trust Framework and Trust Mark Committee an event on the 25th. And only it shows up on their calendar. It's not going to show up any other committee's calendar. And it automatically on the main events page. The events page is designed to show all the events for the IDESG, no matter which committee it is. Well, sure enough, there's a Trust Framework Committee on the 25th. So this is to create group events. So again, there's two ways to get to my group page. I can either put it in the main menu, or I can go back to the home page and click my account. So I'm entire steering group again. And then either the main page or in my ad hoc group pages, I can content create links on the sidebar to create a group event. So I click that, and I have two committees. It's asking me which committee I want to create this event for. I'm going to create it for the entire steering group since this is a test group that must up the Financial Services Committee. So I'm going to phone number, time, date, and then I mention about my date. So by this show end date is checked, and I have to have that show end date checked in order to show the end time. Say that I didn't want to show my end date. I only wanted to show the start. Maybe I wasn't sure when it was going to end. If I do when it's going to end, I show end date. The date's the same, and then it ends at 1 o'clock. Would be with the start and end time. If this are recurring, as some other calendars call it, I checkbox this repeat button, and I would show when repeated, how often. Maybe it's every 2 weeks, on Wednesday, or Monday. And you can, and then I select when it stops repeating. My calendar, and I find the last, let's see, it's happening on Mondays, every other Monday, so it's going to be on the 23rd, and the 21st, I'll say up on the 21st, and that would be the last minute. Find out later that we're actually meeting on the 23rd, and since it's bi-weekly on Monday, we're meeting on the 23rd. We're meeting on the 14th. Sorry, the 7th and the 21st. Let's say I'm not going to be able to meet on the 7th. On the 7th, meeting on the 7th, we're going to need to meet on the 8th. The 23rd, for stays because it's bi-weekly, be on the 7th. And then our last meeting is going to be on the October the 21st. But I just said instead of the 7th, we're going to meet on the 8th. So I exclude the 7th. An exception. It's going to be off the calendar. but then I need to include a date, the day placing it, which is October 8th. If I add an exception or addition, I just need to click addition so that it saves it in the event. And now I see I have an event on the 23rd, 8th instead of the 7th, event on the 21st. This is a test, and I do want to delete that event because I don't want to be confusing anyone. So I go back to my all group content, and I can also delete it. So that's what I'm going to do all the way down. We do that. I'm going to sample event here. Go to a financial committee or a financial committee meeting. We do review that. Here's the information for a real meeting. Meeting information to start join, audio conference. What an agenda now. Find your meeting, and since admin, you're going to be able to edit it. There's going to be an edit tab at the top of that meeting for the meetings that you have rights to edit. Just add it. It's as easy as adding it. Once you know it, then after you have your meeting minutes and their info, link to your meeting minutes right here. Maybe you want to add who your attendees were. I mean, these are endless once you can add tons of information to it. You can even add information to it after the event has taken place. So the more information you add to it, the more useful it is, not only to your members and your committee members, but future people that ever visit the IDESystem.org website are able to see historical information. So they're interested in privacy. Maybe they want to see all the privacy meetings that happened in the past. They can search through, our calendar, see information, see what committees happen, and the more information that's there, the more they're going to learn before they want to get involved. This page, I also want to note that regardless of if you're admin or not, you can see the page and can see all their code by group that are associated with more than one group, and you'll see two associated with, for example, the taxonomy put on by the standards and the security committee. So that's why it has a double on top of it. And then at the bottom, you can color codes. Amount is under events. IDESG calendar is the master calendar of all the events that are happening. The group calendars list of every committee and which events are happening for just that committee. So if you know that you're interested in just one committee or you're curious when they're having their next 5 meetings, it's a little bit easier just to look at the group calendars in the entire IDESG calendar and try to sort through everything and make sure that you see that for that committee. There. That typically the Secretariat sets up WebExes, and you need WebEx. So if you need a screen share, contact Secretariat and we can schedule that for you. And whenever we schedule the WebEx for you, we can also set it up and put it in your calendar automatically. So if it's a WebEx and it's the Secretariat setting it up. All you set up an event in IDESG calendar. So again, on your group page or my account. Okay, on my events page, according to my event, but let's say I'm on my event and I can edit it. The next thing I want to do is I want to copy and paste the information in that event and email it to my listserv. As a text or as an event in my Outlook calendar. And for me to do that, or we recommend that, is if you have them, you want to make sure that it's on the website, but you also make sure that the listserv is in know about what's going on, because some people may depend on their listserv, and if it's on the listserv, they may not remember to check the website. We do want to be in both places, so just try to remember to copy and paste that information and email it to your listserv. Is on the event section on comments that I showed you that you can add the comments. Use the comment section to ask them to attend or not. So let's create that really quick. I'm going to save it. Then on content, find my list of content, click test meeting. I'm going to edit. I'm going to add it. I'm going to copy and paste my URL and send this to my listserv and say, hey guys, go to URL and comment if you're coming or not. You can, and then keep track of that. So for example, a lot of times people are wondering for plenary meetings how many of their group is actually going to be able to attend the plenary. So you just create a test of, you could create a meeting for the plenary, and you could comment on it, and then you could keep track of who's attending that way. So you could just, instead of when we reply by email, you could ask them to visit this page and just comment or not. Next we have is mailing list. So our mailing lists are listed on our listserv page. If you need to create an email secretariat, so you can email me at laura.barman@trustedfederal.com and use for a new listserv. Typically, we like to keep listservs as few member as possible. So until now, the only groups that have done listservs are committees, ad hoc committees, or management council and the management council subcommittees. If it's a smaller than a committee, maybe we just need to think of that as a listserv. We try to keep the listserv no huge number. And they're all the discussion forum. Pretty easy. Once you're logged in, you can participate in the discussion forum. When I start the discussion forum, there's lots of different rooms, and they're called forums. If I want to go anyone in particular, I just click it. Then there's all the topics. So I can click on a topic. So I do by clicking it, and I just reply to this topic even started, or to one that actually has more than one post. I can reply, which will go all the way to the bottom, or reply to a specific. So the topic is voting methods. All posts are here, and I can do a specific post, or I can just post a reply on this topic. So I have a new thing to say about the topic of voting methods. I would click this. If I applied to what a certain person said, I would click this. Also, I'm going to click the one that had a lot of comments I can subscribe to. So I click right here. And I just this topic, which is voting, or I subscribe to all forum topics via email. So I'm subscribed to this and save it. And we also see different things like active topics, unanswered topics, new and updated topics. I want to cover, I'm sure I'm not missing anything. Under resources how-to guide, it's all the current resources that we have. The last we're about to add is a little page about wikis, and I'm going to talk about that next. So discussion forum, the discussion forum is pretty basic. You can subscribe topics. You can reply to a specific topic. You can start a topic. I guess I didn't show you guys how to start a topic. So new topic, you find the forum, and then you see topic right here. To even start, you post like this. And you can subscribe to it right here. It's found at the bottom of the topic. I talked about documents. We call it document repository or file depot. Use documents. It's under resources too by clicking this document. And if you're a group admin, you can upload and add new folders. About the calendar, to add an event to your calendar, you go to group page. So in my case, I would go to financial services, for example, a group that I know that I'm of. And I would scroll, and on the sidebar there would be a content link. There would be an option to create a group page, which is a group subpage. There would also be an option to create a group event. So that's how I would create a group event. And links to all calendars for all the groups and their group calendars. For online, we talked about how the Secretariat sets those web accesses. If you fill out the form, we have a virtual meeting request form that you can click and fill out so the Secretariat knows that we need to schedule a WebEx for you. Voice is a toll-free number assigned to each group, and if you're a leader of a group and you don't know the number that's been assigned to your group, ask the Secretariat, because you have your own number that's anytime spur of the moment, your group can use that line. We do want to keep it to IDESG use, but maybe it needs to use the number. It never changes. It's always the same PIN code, and we have those available. So let us know if you don't know your PIN code. How I showed you how to edit your group page. So again, find your group page by clicking My Account, and then you hit tab at the top. Also, add subpages by going under Content, Create Links, and clicking Group Page to create a subpage. And then if you want to find a list of all the subpages you create, you go to all content and find your events and your pages here. You can see the URL for the new page that you created. This is how to log in via federated login, and I showed you that at the beginning. And listservs, the only thing you really need to know about listservs is that the Secretariat manages a listserv, and you can request serve, and we like to keep this to ad hoc groups and committees. Finally, kind of summarizes a lot of the things that I've talked about on this video, and we'll also have the video posted to the top of this page shortly. So now to wikis and new and other things that I've covered. So I logged into this site. I know that I've logged in because under the federal login box, I clicked my Google logo to log in. It's important that I log in first before I click wiki, because then the wiki will know that I'm already logged in, and it will take my information from this website over to the wiki to show me what rights that I have. So admin, so I'm going to have a little bit more functionality than most people, but there's a lot of functionality on the wiki for all of this. By wiki lines. And you can read all these things on the sidebar. You click it, everyone's going to see the same thing. The only thing that changes is the right people have on the top bar on what they can do for each page. So under Access Management, I can see person is, so the online user type, the person that's not even logged in. Then we have a dedicated user who did put a logo under federated login, so they've authenticated to be a member and shows what rights they have. Then we have the IDESG members, which can do something beyond what authenticated members can do. So on the wiki, they can write a page, they can edit a new page, an existing page. There's admin, so we call those activity leads on the wiki, and things like protect page. So they can not only create a new page or existing pages, but a page that they could protect it to basically lock it so that no one else can edit it. The reason people do that is if maybe there's a work in progress, people are all working on it, collaborating on it, but the activity lead or the group admin at one point says, okay, this is done, this is now a complete product, then so no one can edit it. So I'm going to top and show you some options to use your page, and we're almost finished. Just want to show you a few things with wiki editing. Username, every username has a user page, but you can edit it. The editor is going to show create. I do want to text copy and paste the formatting. So I'm going to do that just in a little bit. So here's my user page. Obviously, you probably want to talk about yourself rather than copy pasting information, but this is just for a demo. Every page on the wiki has the actual page, which has here, and discussion page. On the discussion page, sometimes it's called a page, is used to discuss what the content is page. So maybe, oh wow, I didn't save it, I'm sorry. Discussion page, you talk about, hey, you shouldn't have this information on this page. You really should talk about yourself on your page. It really goes, it makes more sense when you talk about in the context of a real page with real content on it. But a wiki is unique in the fact that it has an actual page that you can edit, and it also has a discussion page where people discuss what's edited on the main page. And depending on your user privilege, you can either only discuss what's going on the main page, or you might have the right to actually edit the main page. I can edit it using the edit button, and I have other things that I can do on any website. I'm in Chrome. If I can't see it, I'm going to go into Firefox and see if it works better there. Better on Firefox. I don't know why, but if I want to create a heading, I just highlight it and then I click the level that I want it to be, like that, because I'm not in preview mode. Then I have another heading right here, and I want it maybe 4. The way to do this is each level is notated by how many equal signs it is. So a bigger equal sign, 2 equal signs, 3 would have 3 equal signs in a space, and equal sign. And see what it looks like. I just want to save it. Or I guess I can before I save it. Head has an underline under it. So it looks like before I save it. But save it. To review the history, and I see everything I did. This is showing me how much I changed it. So the bigger this number is, the more I changed it. All sorts of things you can do, like making this smaller. I don't know where my text went. Here's, and I love to have its unique language of editing. So about adding things, a bullet points and guns and indenting and doing that, you're going to learn what it is, and then pretty soon you're not going to even have to highlight text and click bigger, smaller, or super subscript. It's just going to come naturally, and you'll remember that this is how you make big, is that language. You can also picture gallery. I have to know what my font is. If you want to know how to do that, toolbox. here. Example of something that I think since I'm not logged in as a user, I can't do this. I upload a file. So I'm going to go back to my Chrome account. Since I know that I'm logged in as a group admin, I have the right to upload documents here. So since I'm logged in as a group admin on this page, I do have the right to upload documents. So in my toolbox here, Roman 2 is a group admin. I have this option to upload a file that I didn't have when I was logged in with IDESG System 3. I just click this upload file in your toolbox. And I just picture. And then this all leads to read. Back to my editing. Gallery. JPEG is this, so then I just copy and paste this here. And I want. So image, I can add links and I'll get stuff too, even special characters. Or you can help here too, and one thing we recommend is to click this help page on the sidebar, and it will take you to a MediaWiki help section of getting started and a playlist of YouTube videos. So this would help for how to use Wiki and utilize that. Again, the way I got it is on this help page right here. Some more things about your preferences. So again, the whole time I've been editing my user page, and I'm changing back between this user, which has group admin privileges, and this user, which doesn't. This user does not have group admin privileges. That's why I couldn't upload files, and I probably can't edit any of these pages. Right here, there's no button for me. All I can do is edit it. Whereas here, I'm the group admin on the model. I can edit this page. So on the wiki, it's not divided by committees or anything like that. It's just group admins have rights on the wiki that regular users. On each, you can edit it, the text on there, or I can preview it. I can even see the changes. I can also who has edited this page. And since I'm admin, I can protect that. I don't want to do that because I'm not the one in charge of editing this page. Watching is how you keep track of which pages have been edited. So I'm going to watch this page. My preferences. And my email information. And I'm going to ask to get an email when a page or file on my watch list is changed. So you notice that when I uploaded a file, I'm just a new picture here. I choose if I watch it or not. Some of my preferences, I can watch list, and I can see umbrella file, and I'm also watching the functional model page. And the last time these things were edited. So since in my preferences, I noted that I wanted to get an email whenever watch list was changed. I'll get an email too whenever those things are edited. Although I did click save. I didn't click save last time. I have to click save to make sure that my preferences are saved. And there's things I can do. I just wanted to point out the most interesting thing and beneficial thing that you can do is when things on your watch list are changed, keep track of, maybe you want to keep track of some model and terminology pages. Go ahead and those are changed. Also, on your preferences, you can email these things too. You can also see my contributions. What have I done on this whole wiki page? On the sidebar real quick. So main page is the home page that everyone gets to when you're on the IDESG ecosystem wiki. Which is kind of just starting it, which is how I started, and it shows Read this before you start editing to just make sure that you're following the basic rules that you under permission structure. We show all the recent things that have happened. So here's me logged in as both users and the things that I did. You can go to the page. And page, which I showed you, there's all sorts of help resources here. You can go to the ecosystem activities that are happening. So we have a functional model, not much in business and value models yet. We have one for standards, we have one for terminology or taxonomy, trust frameworks, and use cases. If you need a link to this, the current right now is just to email the Secretariat. Right now, people can't add a sidebar item like this. The Secretariat needs to be notified. It has using this key that you're learning. Box is a good place to do it. Also, your user page is a good place to do it, like I was doing on my demo. To start, and I can manage this, so I can see that there's a page called Taxonomy Ad Hoc Group Catalog. There's one that's called Taxonomy Ad Hoc Group Glossary. Searching is actually the way that you create a new page. So if you create a new page, type it exactly as you want it, include or not capitals, and then come up with an option to create a page taxonomy on the wiki. Also, that you create a new page is if I go to my user page, I can link to a page on this wiki. And I want to link to the page called Taxonomy page. Well, when it's telling me, it's a red link, and it's telling me that this page does not exist. But then when I hit it, it's how I can create that page. So Wiki's work is, if you're going through, you're basically saying when you, instead of just leaving taxonomy page, and it's leaving it as text, when I link, I'm basically indicating to this wiki audience that I want someone to create this taxonomy page, but no one's created it yet. To keep track of pages that have which to be created or not. So you create a whole page, and again, I'm using my user page as an example. You would link to these, and this create the wiki page. This would create to create this page. Your title would not be page 2 that needs to be, it would be a title. But by entering that link, its end date should be created. Make for these. So that, again, I really recommend that when you're editing or learning to edit, please visit the Wiki Guidelines page with access management and read all this information. And please visit the help section, because it's going to help you a lot more than I was able to cover in these 5 minutes of edit wikis. Thanks for your attention, and please email the Secretariat if you ever have any questions. Thanks.